Hey friends, it's September 24th, 2013. We're going to do a little intel report here. According to the CEO of Goldman Sachs, the economy will collapse. You almost have to believe this by what's going on. Russia report, listen to this, Russia is reporting that there's a comet. There's a comet coming, and it's not icing. And it's a killer comet. That's how they're saying this. The comet is C2013A1 called Siding Spring, okay? And it's supposed to impact Mars. So they've been preparing 5,000 or so odd underground more units, and now they're telling them to supply them with food for survival. So they know something that we're not getting reports on. So there is another comet out there that's going to actually impact Mars. This is coming from Russia, and the information was given to Putin, President Putin over there in Russia, to prepare for this. There's another one coming in. The naval thing, here's the crazy thing. That naval base shooting, the old fellow that was supposed to have done that was under the influence of a lot of medication. And some of that medication goes into the mind control ability. Okay, here is the it's speculation. The non-speculation part of it was that the DC police were told to stand down. Okay, well, the speculation is that the possibility there was a coup attempt getting set up there on that base to arrest Obama, because they had information that came in that Obama had planned to set off a nuclear device in that area. Okay, and so they went in and had those men either captured or assassinated. Okay, this is just a speculation that's come in. Okay, we don't have no facts to it, but this is out there. All right. The geese, check this out. The geese have in flocks up there in the northern part of the United States. People have been seeing the geese flying south in such volume that it just blackens the sky. Our season seems to be about a month out of whack. Okay, acorns are falling in places that are a month too soon. Our plants, everything is indicating that we're about a month out of sync as far as the fall and the winter coming. Okay, so we're out of balance in our weather, either man-made or whatever, or incoming objects. You know, there's just so many things going on. There was a report that you probably won't hear much about, but 1998 was the warmest year that was ever recorded on history. Okay, and then since then there hasn't been a repeat of that. Yet they want to keep talking about this global warming so they can bring that tax and bring that to the forefront. You know, Gore and the rest of his clowns are in that game. The food is going to be a shortage, which we already know. The prices are going to become astronomical over the next 5 years, which I believe already are already at that point, because the price of food has gone helter-skelter, okay? And we already see that happening. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, there was the shooting of Hastings on the 16th of September, I believe it was another coup attempt on Obama. And the reason that he had that done, and this is another speculation, that Obama actually had him and some other fellows, the police detectives that were investigating this, had them assassinated because they were about to bring some information out that would incriminate Obama. So this is the way Obama, according to the speculation here, that Obama is dealing with the American people. He is a full-blown Muslim, okay, friends? Until you wake up to that fact, you will not understand what we're under here. 50 million people are on food stamps, okay? That means 50 million people that are on food stamps will have to eventually pass some kind of a drug test, which will cost us a fortune, and just to stay on these food stamps, because I brought that up to you before, the price it costs to even drug test these people, and that they're going to start requesting these people to actually do some kind of means of communication work, okay? And the thing is these people, a lot of these people probably won't mind doing some things, okay? But there's people out there would like to tell people, you know, instead of being on food stamps, go find a job. Well, there is no jobs, okay? There is no substantial jobs. So, you know, a lot of these people are actually working, and they're doing part-time work, and that's just all they can find. Yet for them to survive, they're requesting food stamps, okay? But yet our country is so corrupt, and the wealthy are so damn corrupt, that they would rather see people starve to death, children starve to death, than for them to squeeze a penny out of their hands. This is the world we're in, friends. Okay. What else we got here? If I can read my writing. Let's see. Okay, here we go with the money being printed. Okay, they're printing the money, and they're going to keep printing the money because of the fact that they know if they don't keep printing money, then it will collapse. So therefore, that brings us to this World War III thing. America and Israel is against all the Arab nations, Russia and China, because this is the only way they can keep the American dollar, which is oil-backed, still circulating. So they're really pushing for this war, okay? And that's the reason for it, you know, is because to stabilize the American dollar, to keep control over the world, all right? And American people are waking up to this fact. All right, what else we have here? And also, it's another move for them to eventually to shut down the internet and take our guns, okay? This is going to be another step they're going to implement here real soon. And that's why a lot of people are talking of what we need to do. Well, that's why I brought up the thing about the CB radios, you know, because if we do lose that ability to communicate on the internet, we still will have a way to communicate with each other. And you can use CB radios, or you can use CB radios with sideband, which gives you another frequency, upper and lower, to communicate. Or you can use ham radios, okay? I prefer either or. The easiest one to operate is naturally the 40-band citizen radio. And until the SEC puts a block on it, you know, they can't. They could try and block everything. All right. And if they do that, you know where we're at. You know, we're done. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Other than that, oh, there was supposed to be a lady down there, an American Native lady, Indian, in Arizona that saw an owl that looked prehistoric, and she's done drawings of this owl. So we're starting to see things, birds of prey, giant birds like the old days, and this could come to pass. You know, do I know this is true? I don't know. Just reading what the intel's brought in here. What else we have here? Oh, check this one out. Here's why our country is really trying to push this issue. Believe it or not, Congress has froze American bank assets to Russian people, to Russian government, because they balked on the fact of this war with Syria. Like I said before, this thing with the war on Syria has, you know, when the brakes were put on it, it has changed the flow of what their mindset is. But there's preparation going on, and it's endless preparation, okay? The flu epidemic is an ongoing thing that could possibly come. They've gotten syringes, they've gotten everything, swabs. They're going to try to push these vaccines on you. October 1st was Obamacare. You're going to become under a different guideline of your own personal body, which is going to be totally controlled by the government. And they're going to demand that you take these flu shots and all this other stuff, okay? Well, in doing so, you do not know what they're inflicting your body with. It's bad enough what we're eating, what we're breathing, and what we're drinking now. But now that if they're going to start injecting people with vaccines on a demand case, you can bet it's not going to be good for us, all right? America has totally, I don't understand why the whole body of America has not had an uprising on this. I'm ashamed of the religions out here in America today that they haven't taken a stand on this, and they're letting this go on. In fact, they're openly armed, caressing the Muslim people. Okay, here's the problem with that. The Muslim people are just people. Some are good, and believe me, there's many bad. And the ones that are bad are like mad dogs. Okay, and when they get released upon America, which they've threatened here now, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. But for our religious people to accept them and start taking them in, they are accepting the devil. Okay, that's what they're doing. And I'm sorry if the Muslim people are offended. That's too bad. Take your relief and go out of our country, because we're not going to tolerate you. All right. When you start your activity, trust me, America is armed and dangerous. All right. And don't forget we are armed and dangerous. We may not be the majority, but I guarantee you, if there's only a third of us that are armed and dangerous, there will be a problem, because there will be whatever threat is introduced to us. We will override that threat with over force. Okay, and that's how it's going to be. Not everybody's going to run and dwindle like you think. It's not going to happen. All right. Obama realizes this. A lot of them realize. That's why they're building these armies. The DHS has got everybody